Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming on just to finish off these cards that I've been making with the sunflower paper. If you remember, I had 2 pieces of full paper left and I said I was going to make boxes to put them in. So I've made one box with this paper. So just done it in a sort of a golden orangey browny colour, and I've just put I've decorated all the way around and put some little thumb notches there. So I thought we'll make the other box together with this piece of paper. But first of all, I just wanted to show you the finished cards. So I've actually put some sentiments on them all. So this one says make a wish, and then this one also says make a wish. This one I didn't do anything to. This one, which I just left with the paper, had this little bit of embossed paper there, so I've stuck that there and I've put best wishes. And then that one says thank you. This one says with love. This one says special friend. Enjoy your day and happy birthday. Then I've got on your special day. And then this one I made off camera. This was using up all the tiny little pieces. So I had 3 pieces this size, 3 pieces this size, and this is actually a strip that went all the way across. And I just put this sentiment right in the middle, which says, a friend is someone who reaches for your hand and touches your heart. I thought that was very nice. Then we've got these ones, which already had sentiments on. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays, birthday wishes, autumn blessings, welcome autumn, you are my sunshine, give thanks always, you brighten my day, birthday wishes. And then this one I added some peel-offs here because you could actually see where I had joined this bit to that bit, and I thought don't like that, so I covered it up with a bit of peel-off strip, and that says birthday wishes. So I've actually got 20 cards here, which I think is phenomenal, and I was thinking of putting 10 cards in each box, but I'm going to ask you your advice. Okay, so this is to sell. What would you sell the 10 cards and envelopes in the box for? Just be interested to know your feelings about that. And now we're going to make the box for the other box. Okay, so just going to take 10 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards and 10 envelopes. I think there's 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. I think the last time I made a box for cards on camera, I forgot to put the envelope. I forgot to measure the envelopes, and so of course the whole thing was too small for the envelopes. I had to send them separately. So we're not making that mistake again. Just getting a ruler and a piece of paper, and I'm going to work out my measurements, because I can't remember what I did yesterday with the other box, and I can't find the piece of paper I wrote it all down on. So we're going to start again. So so I always draw an oblong like so. And then this is to represent the sides of the box, like so. So I'm going to measure the envelope, because that will give us the measurements we need for the base of the box. So this is, they are 4.5 inches wide. So 4.5, so I'll make them 4 5/8. And then this way is 6 3/8, so I'll make this 6.5, just so that we can get them in and out. Don't want terribly tight fit. And I'm going to measure the depth. So the depth is, okay, just get them all together. It's just under an inch. Yeah, it's just under an inch. So if I make them an inch, that should be adequate. Okay, right. So for the bottom, I need a piece which is 4 5/8, 4, 5, 6 5/8, but by 6 1/2, 7 1/2, 8 1/2. And for the top, I'm just going to add 1/8 of an inch, so that will be 6 3/4 by 8 5/8. Okay, those are the measurements, and then I'll score at 1 inch all around on both pieces. Okay, so that gives me the measurements that I need. If that was too fast for you and you'd like me to go a bit slower, let me know. But I'm sure by now you've all seen me make boxes quite often. Right, so I'm just getting my bigger guillotine out, and I'm going to be using a piece of card. It's bigger than A4, and it's a piece of the card from the little packs. So one is 8 1/2 and one is 8 5/8. Let me see, 8 1/2 this way comes to there. And if I do it this way, I think this is how I can do it. Yeah, so 8 1/2. One is 6 5/8. So let's do that. 6 5/8. 6 1/2. Just over 6 1/2. 6 5/8 by 8 1/2. By 8 1/2. Okay. And the other one is 6 3/4. I hope I've got enough. It's just under 6 3/4. That'll be okay. 6 3/4 by 8 5/8. 8 1/2 and a bit. 8 and a bit. Right. Cut that bit off. So that's all I've got left of the card. So I'll put that in my strips pile for the moment. So I don't need my big trimmer anymore. Let's put that away. And now let's get out my scoreboard. Okay. And we're going to score at 1 inch all the way around. Okay, so at 1 inch. Okay, like so, and on the other one also 1 inch. You can theoretically make the top of your box exactly the same size as the bottom, but it does buckle a bit if you do that, and 1/8 of an inch makes all the difference to having the top 1/8 of an inch bigger. It just gives a much better fit. Right, so that's my scoring done. Let's put this away. And now I'm going to fold and burnish these all the way around. Just using my bone folder for this. This card is actually quite thick, and it's not very pliable. But we'll make it work. please excuse the dirty fingers. This is, I have scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. I was making something with green resin yesterday, and the dye spurted out of the bottle, the ink rather, spurted out of the bottle as I was opening it. So, hence, covered in green ink. All right, so, and I think it was an alcohol ink, so of course, yeah, it doesn't come off very easily. Right, okay, so it's that, and now I need some scissors. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to cut up along the score line to where it meets there, and just cut out a little wedge and a wedge on that side. Okay, I'm going to do that all the way around. So cut up there, cut that wedge out, and cut that wedge out as well. Oops. Right. That's so we don't get a lot of bulk when we fold it in and make the box. Okay. And the last one. Right. So that's that one done. And now we'll do the other one. So the first of my items are going away to be sold next week. So when I started putting the things together that I've made, I've got quite a lot. So I'll be really pleased if they sell, and they'll be going to people who haven't seen these things yet. So hopefully they'll be enthused to buy. Let's see. Right, so that's that. So now I'm going to glue them together. So you can use whatever you like to glue your tabs to get tabs in, but I'm using my art glitter glue, which has instant adhesion, so you don't actually have to hold it for very long. It grabs very quickly. Oops, just wipe that off. And then, so you just go around each tab like so, lining them up so that they're straight here and across the top. Okay. I like this glue, but it does have the disadvantage of the instant adhesion. If you want to move things around a bit, you know you have to be very sure where you're going to stick things down, because you have like 3 seconds or something to manipulate your project. So it's not it's not like other liquid glue where you can what is it, wriggle room. You don't have a lot of wriggle room time. So okay, so we're just doing this. And then this one. Okay, so as I said, I'd love to hear from you how much, if you were making a box of 10 cards, handmade cards, how much would you sell it for? They are A6 cards. They're not huge. Okay. I have an idea in my head, so I'm not going to say what it is until you've told me what you think, and then I'll come back to you. Right, so there are our boxes, and let's see which one is the bigger one. Okay, so you see it fits together very snugly, like so. So I'm going to take the top, we'll leave the base to one side, and I'm going to cover it with this paper. Excuse me. Dust. So the beauty of this is it's 8 by 8, so I have actually got enough paper to cover all 4 sides of the box. So let's start with, just want to see how long this is. So this is 6.5, and this is a half. I mean 1. So that's 6, 7. That's 8.5 inches all told, and I've only got 8 inches. So I don't mind leaving a gap. So I think I did 3/4 of an inch. Let me get a piece of paper. I did 3/4 of an inch for the sides. Pen. So 3/4 plus 3/4 equals, so that's 1.5. Take away 8 is equals minus 8 equals 6.5. Is that right? Isn't it? Okay, so 6.5. So I need to cut this. It's 3/4, 3/4, and the rest will be 6.5. And then this way, it's 4 and 3/4. So if I do it 4.5 plus 1.5 and 1.5, that's 3, 7.5. So that's perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. Right. Okay. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to cut off 2 3/4 inch strips. For the sides. And then I'm going to cut this at, so this is 6, this should be 6.5, which should fit on the top quite nicely. Yes, which it does. So I'm going to cut this at 4.5. Okay, so that's my top. Those are the 2 sides, and then I need another two strips at 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and I'm trying to make sure that it's in the same direction because this paper has got a right and a wrong way to it. So right, okay, so this is what I've got left with that sheet. Okay, so now we're going to stick this down. So I have had so much fun with this this kit, and I think I have to say that this is the first time I've actually used a kit in this way, right down to the last, used it all up. So this is the last of that series of destashing, and the fact that I made 20 cards, and now I've got to see which way this is. I think this is the right way. So this is 6.5. Okay, so I'm just going to measure this because that's okay, it is 6.5. My trimmer doesn't go up to more than 6, so I don't want to fish the other one out again. So There we are, 6.5. So I try to make it level with the sides as well. Let's do the other side. Yeah, just checking the orientation, so it's all going in the same direction. Okay, so that's this one, and we'll just put this on here like so. See what I mean about the wriggle room? I hope that's more or less in the same place. And then to make sure that it's stuck, I burnish it from the other side because it's a bit wobbly. I can't push it from this side. I don't want to misshape my box. So that's that. And now we've got these 2 strips, which trying to see where I can find. Yeah, that goes this way. I'm just going to make a mark. Actually, I could cut it at 4.5, couldn't I? That would be easier. I can't line it up exactly, but that doesn't matter. But I just want to make sure that the sunflowers are all in the same direction. So I think that should be all right. 4.5, and the other side 4.5. 4.5. So that's right. So let's have a look at this again. Yeah, so that goes this way. So I'm trying to line it up so that it's level with the other strips around the other side as well. Ideally, I should have done them 1, 2, 3, 4 to do this properly. But anyway, I didn't. So that is that. I think that fits there, doesn't it? Yeah. So this will go this way. And pop this on here like so. Okay. Bone folder. I've just had it. Where is it? There it is. Right. So that is that. So let's divide the cards up in the boxes. This one's already got the envelopes. I'll put the envelopes in. I'm going to just make sure I've got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. 10 envelopes. Okay, so got birthday wishes. Birthday wishes. You brighten my day. Give thanks always. Autumn blessings. There was one which said hello autumn or something. Special day. Welcome autumn. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Special friend. You are sunshine. Jane. A friend is someone, blah, blah, blah. Happy birthday. Happiest of birthdays. With love. Best wishes. Wherever plants are planted, something or other. Sorry. Make a wish. And on your special day, thank you, and birthday wishes. And let's just make sure I've got 10 in each. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so I'm going to do 10 one way and 10 the other, so that they lie flat. And the same with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, like so. I think I'm trying to put a nice one on the top. Well, it's now, which is which? Okay, so this is this one, and this is this one. Oh, one other thing I haven't done, which I'm going to do, is I'm just going to cut a little notch out of the side here with my 1-inch punch, and I just put it a little way in, just to get a little notch, just so that, you know, you've got a little finger hold. Went a bit further with that one, so let's see. Just yeah. Okay, so that's that. Now I do want to decorate the outsides, and for this one I found this lovely doily that I was gifted at some point, I think for my birthday, and I was thinking of putting this and then putting a sunflower in the middle, because I thought it was such a beautiful doily that that's what I'm going to do. However, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the other one, because I have nothing of the kit left apart from those little scraps of paper that you've seen today, which is amazing. So anyway, so I'm going to put this down. I did think of cutting it in half and doing half and half, but I didn't like the gold so much on this paper. So, right, now I have to find my sunflowers, and I don't know where they are. I've seen something down here in this bag of goodies. I've got this "just for you" sentiment, which might be nice. It's kind of like a present, isn't it? What else have I got here? I haven't found the sunflower kit that I've got. So, just wondering. Got some green, maybe that would work. It's, it is a circle from a hunky-dory thing, but I think that would be okay to use it. Let's see what else I've got. I think I've got anything here. All sorts of beautiful things, but actually I've had an idea. I'm going to get Dawn's flowers out. Let's have a look. Actually, I've got this isn't Dawn's, this is an image that I made up, but it could work. If I could find I wondered what I've done with them. Oh, this piece of foliage is quite nice. Quite nice. Interesting. I don't have many of her flowers here. I've used them. I've used them all. Something like that. Well, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Got these as well. Let's see what these look like. I've got another one of those. I have a big one. Something for this one now. Another yellow flower here. Something like that is what I'm going for. So, yeah. Right, okay. Now, I have a feeling that this is going to react like vellum, so I'm not very sure how that's going to stick down. I might just have to stick it where the letters are. Let's see. That's not too bad. Oh, this is a sticker. It might be a sticker. No, it's not. I'm going to cut some. Well, shall I cut some of this white off or not? Maybe not. Maybe not. Like so. Okay. I can find another yellow flower. I'll use it. Okay, so I'm going to stick this down before I stick the whole thing down. I think I'm going to stick them onto the circle. So, yeah, I like that. And then I'm just going to stick this circle down onto the box. So there we have it. So let me know what you think, and please don't forget to tell me your thoughts on the price. And thank you so much for watching, and probably by now you're glad that I finished this paper pad, but I'm really pleased with how everything has turned out. This isn't sticking. Might have to put some sellotape underneath. I'll just put something heavy on top. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Take care everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.